Beneath the number on the display, the caller's location was identified as Eastbourne. Edwin's frown deepened. Evidently it wasn't going to be anything of interest. He didn't know anyone in Eastbourne. Probably cold call sales, then. He was about to return the phone to his bedside table when he suddenly thought better of it. If it was indeed a sales call and he didn't answer, they'd probably just keep calling back. He certainly didn't want that. Ready to testily tell the caller to refrain from bothering him, he tapped the Accept option on the screen. Hello? On the other end of the line, Judy was struggling to hold in a sneeze. Hi, Beryl can't give me a lift tonight. Sorry it's short notice, but can you pick me up? Edwin hesitated. This wasn't what he'd expected. Judy frowned. Hello? Are you there? Yes. Well, don't mess about. Can you pick me up? Edwin smiled, and with a sudden spark of humour, which anyone who knew him would profess was distinctly alien to him, he chuckled. Of course. It could be some time, though. It looks like you're in Eastbourne and I'm in Rye. Judy looked confused. Rye? What on earth are you doing in... She stopped as the penny dropped. Oh, is that you, Dave? I'm afraid not. It appears you've called the wrong number. Beryl was still busy dusting, making no secret of the fact she was listening in. She glanced over at Judy, who suddenly appeared to be very embarrassed. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to have disturbed you. Have a nice evening. Edwin put down his paperback book and eased back into his chair, as if settling down himself for a conversation with an old friend. Please, you've nothing to apologise for. I do it all the time. I've royally embarrassed myself on more than one occasion. Judy chuckled. Haven't we all? Edwin was beginning to enjoy this conversation, and it was so much better than having to deal with a salesman reading from a script. I tell you, I get so many calls for nonsense like insurance for an accident I haven't had or some phony rebate from the bank. It's rather nice to have one from such a delightful lady, even if it is an erroneous one. Judy giggled slightly awkwardly. Oh, that's very gracious of you. Thank you. Edwin smiled with delight at the sound of the woman's laughter. Well now, I suppose I'd better let you go. I hope you get your lift home safely. Of course, you can always call me back if you don't. Judy laughed. I'll keep that in mind, thank you. And sorry again for bothering you. Goodbye. As she hung up the receiver, she noticed Beryl looking at her questioningly. Oh, I got the wrong number, Judy said, a little sheepishly. I must have misdialed. The guy was very nice about it, but... Were you flirting there, Mrs. Harrison? Judy flushed slightly. No, I was not, Mrs. Foster. She paused, and her eyes filled with a momentary, far-away look. But he did sound very tasty.